like to go ahead and make an opening statement, then we'll take questions.
Tough finish there for us. Liked our compete level in the first and third. Second period was a wild one, really. Ohio State, credit them. They came at us and grabbed a lot of momentum after that first penalty kill goal or power play goal for them, and they kept coming at us, and they played well. I liked how we settled in a little bit, got one back, and unfortunately couldn't find the net again. So tough one for us.
Okay. You have a question? Okay, first question is from Matt Wellens. Matt, go ahead.
Maura, the second period there, how do you feel your team handled that stretch with the the Buckeyes keep coming at you guys and such? And what were you and the staff trying to do to maybe calm things down there in the second as things started kind of spiraling a bit?
Yeah, it was tough. They got a lot of momentum, and when they play with momentum, they just come at you, and they play a style like we like to play. I said last week we came out Wisconsin in waves, so Ohio State came at us in waves, and the pressure was on. We were stuck in our D zone, and I think we started playing on our heels a little bit. So they were able to pile up some goals there, and then it took us a little while to settle in, change goalies. Clara got a goal back. So eventually we responded, but not fast enough.
We're going to follow up from Matt.
Maura, can you take us through the decision to pull Emma there and go with JoJo?
Yeah, I don't think it was very hard. We needed a change, so it's just didn't have it tonight, and they had sticks and bodies and a lot of traffic in front of our net, and we weren't doing a good enough job picking up sticks and clearing those things away. So when it's the right time to make a change, it's usually pretty obvious, and so that's what we did.
Next we have Nicole Haas. Nicole, go ahead.
Maura, just expanding on that a little bit, I was just going to ask about kind of what was working for them or what wasn't working for you, that they were able to get in so deep on the defense and sort of take you guys out of what has been so great from you guys, especially the past few weeks.
Yeah, I think we just, once they scored one, for some reason it seemed to affect us more than it should have. And I think we just didn't respond fast enough, and they did, and they gained that speed and that momentum, and they were hungry and hungrier than we were in front of our slot area. So whether we were thinking about the play or the mistake that we had made in the shift before or whatever it might have been mentally, we weren't there for her in the slot area, and they were able to take advantage of that.
Okay, we have another question from Matt.
Maura, what'd you think of the first period, how your team started? You know, the Buckeyes do get that first goal, but then you guys were able to respond with, man, a heck of a play by Katie Davis, who maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention, but she's got some wheels here, especially the last couple of weeks. I feel like she's used them well.
Yeah, I thought she was great all game, and really excited for her to score such a big goal, her first goal. And one that was much needed, in a really back and forth first period. I think we were sort of feeling each other out a little bit. Both teams can get up and down the sheet quickly, and both teams can put the puck in the back of the net. And so the first period was more, I guess, what I would have expected for the rest of the game. So I think we could have even started better, to be honest with you. I think we could have pushed harder from the start, but to come away with the 1-1 tie after one in, a semifinal game, I think it was a good start.
Anything else for Coach? Okay, Matt has a follow-up here. This will be your last question. Go ahead, Coach. Or go ahead, Matt. I'm sorry.
Maura, 24 hours now. You guys got to sit and wait for that NCAA tournament announcement. You care to make your case why you should be one of the 8 teams? And maybe why the WCHA should possibly have 4 teams. Gophers also kind of sitting in the same spot.
Sure. Yeah, I know it's a tough year to select the 8, but I think, when you're picking the NCAA tournament field, you're looking at the body of work and what we've been doing in the entire year, and notably last week. And we have 2 marquee wins over top teams. I mean, Ohio State is very, very good. I'll be very curious to see how tomorrow goes. When they get going, they come at you, and they're really tough to play against. So I think our league is very strong. You look at Minnesota and Wisconsin's game, close game, and the results amongst the top 4 teams are, we're always duking it out with each other. So I think this is the year that the NCAA committee can pick the true 8 best teams in the country for the most part. And so this would be a great opportunity for them to, have 4 WCHA teams. I know people seem to make a big deal out of that, but really, over half of the ECAC isn't playing. So there are spots up for grabs. And I think it's less about what league you're in and more about who's the best. And if you can do that, I hope the committee will stick to that, and it'll be a really fun NCAA tournament.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We'll let you go.
Thank you, guys.
Yep. Clara, thank you for joining us. We've got a few media members here. Folks, if you have a question, again, just hit the raise your hand function, and we'll get you on with Katie, or with Clara, excuse me. Okay, we have Matt Wellens. Matt, go ahead.
Clara, I obviously wasn't paying enough attention this season. Katie Davis next to you there, the last 2 weeks has shown a lot of speed. That speed, how often do you guys see that in practice, and where does she rank with the rest of the team? That was an impressive goal she scored.
Yeah, it was an awesome goal for sure. You really saw it there. Katie's super, super fast, and we definitely see it in practice every day.
Follow up.
Clara, can you take us through that second period there, specifically the opening 8 minutes when Ohio State broke this thing open? What were you guys trying to do, whether it was on the ice or on the bench, to stay calm and try not to let this thing get out of hand?
I think it all just comes down to working hard and effort, and we were just trying to stay in the game by playing good stick plays, good body plays, and just working the entire ice.
Hey, Matt, go ahead.
Clara, can you take us through your goal there that pulled the team back within, I believe it was 3 at the time?
Yeah. My line started with a good forecheck. Man and Rogie had a good F1 and F2, and we were able to hem them down there and just go to work. And I had the puck in the slot and just shot it, and it went in. So that was exciting.
Any questions for Katie Davis? Okay, Matt, go ahead.
Katie, can you take us through that goal there? That was a big goal at the time in the first for you to race past. I think it was 3 Buckeyes you burned there on the play.
Thank you. Yeah, we work on that slash play as a wing on the breakout a lot in practice. So I received a really good pass from Ani, and then just wanted to use my wheels and try not to stick handle too much.
Matt, you have a follow-up?
Yeah. Katie, what do you feel Ohio State was able to do to kind of take away that play and a lot of, rush attacks for the entire team the rest of the game?
I think it just comes down to hard work. I think they wanted it more than us, and that showed. They were winning their battles and beating us out of the zone, like you said. We weren't able to catch them.